My wife falsely accused me of cheating, took my kids, and ruined my life. After years of rebuilding, I became successful. Now she's back, trying to sue me for alimony. Hello Reddit I plus here. I had everything. A loving wife, 2 beautiful kids, and a stable career as a financial analyst at a prestigious firm. Life wasn't perfect, but it was good. Until one lie took it all away. It started with a text. Not even a scandalous one. A simple message from my coworker, Rachel. Great job on the presentation today. You saved us. That was it. But my wife, Emily, found it while scrolling through my phone one night. Who the hell is Rachel? She had asked, her voice cold, sharp like a knife against my throat. A coworker, just a coworker. That should have been enough. But when someone is looking for a reason to burn the house down, even a spark will do. Within days, Emily had convinced herself that I was cheating. Her best friend, Lauren, who had always hated me, stoked the fire. Men are all the same, she told Emily. He's probably been doing this for years. I begged, I pleaded. I even offered for us to go to therapy. But Emily wasn't interested in fixing things. She was interested in destroying me, and she did. The divorce was swift, brutal, and one-sided. She took our kids, moved to another city, and poisoned them against me. The judge, convinced by her fake tears and fabricated evidence, gave her full custody. My visits were restricted, but the worst part? My job. Word got around that I was a cheater. I was pulled into HR. They didn't fire me outright, but the hostile stares, the whispering behind my back, and the sudden exclusion from major projects made it clear I was done. And then, the final blow. We're letting you go, Daniel. The firm has a reputation to uphold. I walked out that day with nothing but a box of my things and a shattered life. For years, I clawed my way back. I worked dead-end jobs. I was homeless for a while. I ate dollar store ramen and showered at public gyms. I tried reaching out to my kids, but Emily made sure they wanted nothing to do with me. But rock bottom is a funny place. It either crushes you or turns you into something stronger. So I became stronger. I taught myself coding. I learned about investments. I met people, real people, who believed in me. And when I got my first break designing a software program for a rising tech company, I never looked back. One business turned into 2, then 3. I invested wisely, made the right moves, and within a decade, I was a multimillionaire. I had it all again, except for the family that had abandoned me. Then, out of nowhere, she called. Daniel, her voice was honey-coated. Fake. The way it used to be when she wanted something. Emily, I said, my voice cold. I heard you're doing really well, she purred. I think we should talk. For the kids. My heart clenched. I hadn't seen them in years, thanks to her interference, but I wasn't an idiot. I knew this wasn't about the kids. And I was right, because 3 weeks later, I received court papers. Emily was suing me. For alimony. She sat across from me in court, wearing a designer dress, acting like the victim. She claimed she had sacrificed her best years for me, and now deserved compensation. My lawyer smiled. Miss Emily, would you like to explain to the court why you falsely accused my client of infidelity, took his children, and effectively destroyed his career? Her face paled. My lawyer pushed. Do you also deny that you kept his children away from him, despite no evidence of wrongdoing? Emily's lawyer tried to object. The judge shut him down. Then we dropped the bomb. During discovery, we found Emily's bank statements, the lavish vacations, the shopping sprees, the money she got from her actual affair partner, the one she left me for. The judge was not pleased. Not only was Emily's alimony request denied, but the court also ordered her to pay back a portion of my legal fees. As she stormed out of the courtroom, humiliated and defeated, I had only one thought. She took everything from me once, but I built myself up again, and this time, she would never touch my life again. Emily tried to contact me after court, texts, voicemails, even showing up at my office. She played every card, fake remorse, guilt-tripping, even trying to use the kids as leverage. But I wasn't the same man she destroyed years ago. One night, she sent a final message. We could have had it all, Daniel. I stared at the text for a long moment before replying. You had it all. And you threw it away. Then I blocked her number. A week later, I got a call from my son. Dad, can we talk? For the first time in years, I smiled. Emily was my past. My kids were my future, and I was finally free. That first call with my son Ethan was awkward, hesitant, filled with long silences. He was 18 now, practically a man. I had missed so much. I don't know what to believe anymore, he admitted. Mom told us so many things about you. I swallowed the lump in my throat. I won't tell you what to believe, Ethan. Just spend time with me and decide for yourself. And he did. Little by little, Ethan and his younger sister Lily started coming around. They saw my life for what it was, not the villainous tale their mother had spun. One night, as we sat around the dinner table at my place, Ethan finally asked, "Why didn't you fight harder for us?" "I did, son," I whispered. "But the courts, your mother, they made it impossible. I never stopped loving you, never stopped waiting for this moment." Ethan nodded slowly. I believe you. Emily didn't take their reconnection with me well. She called them, berated them, tried to guilt trip them, but the hold she once had was slipping. One night she showed up at my door, her eyes wild. "You turned them against me." I leaned against the doorway, arms crossed. "I didn't have to, Emily. You did that yourself." For the first time, I saw something other than rage in her eyes. It was fear. She was losing control. "You don't get to just walk away from everything we had," she spat. I let out a short, humorless laugh. "I didn't walk away, Emily. You threw me out. And now? I'm finally where I belong." I shut the door in her face. That was the last time I ever saw her. Years passed. Ethan went to college. Lily stayed close, visiting often. One night, as we sat on my balcony, Ethan looked over at me and said, "You know, Dad, I used to think you were the bad guy, but now, I see who really was." I just smiled. "I don't need you to see your mother as the villain. I just need you to know the truth." And that was enough. I had lost everything once, but in the end, I got back the only things that truly mattered. And Emily? She faded into nothing.